Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be talking about the interview that Busola Dakolo granted to Y Naija, I believe Y Naija TV, and this has been like, I've been talking about this for like a few days right now, and I felt like I should just come on here and just share my thoughts on the issue. And at the same time I have to be somewhere, so I will be putting my makeup on as well as I am talking. But yeah, so let's just get right into it. I'm not currently in Nigeria, but I think it was on Friday I saw like a 10-minute clip. I saw a 10-minute clip of the interview, and it was like on Instagram on someone's IGTV. I can't remember whose IGTV it was, but I watched it and I was just like, is this a joke? Like, what is happening? Like, I'm not really a fanatic of churches, right? If I hear a message and like my spirit goes with it, like, we're cool, we're Gucci. But I've always heard of COZA, I've always heard of, like, you know, they're just some churches that you just feel like, or they connote some kind of level, some kind of like hipness and all of that stuff. And I just always knew COZA to be, you know, that kind of church. And I didn't really know much about the church, to be honest. In the past probably year was when I just started following Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo, and like I don't even really see his posts that much. So when I saw that interview, and obviously I follow like the Dakolos, that's Timi and Busola on Instagram, and I just think they're just couple goals, like full stop. Do you get what I mean? So I was kind of like shocked to see her granting such a controversial interview. Well, I guess it is still kind of controversial because we don't really talk about those things. And obviously when you come out and say something like that, you have to be ready for people. You have to be ready. And first of all, I just want to say, like, I genuinely respect the Dakolos, because this is the first time, based on what I know, that we will see them come out and talk about like serious issues that are difficult to talk about. Like, it's not easy to come out as a celebrity that people look up to and then come and say you want to be talking about things that you know people will have opinions about. And Nigeria being the country that it is, it makes it all the more difficult because people just blindly follow people. I'm sorry, like, if you're watching this video and you haven't seen the interview, like, you really need to watch it. I'm gonna put a little clip after this, and you guys can just, if you've not seen the interview, you can just kind of get an idea of what exactly I'm talking about.
And it came to my house. Meanwhile, my house then was, the gates opened. The living room is where you just knock the door and someone will come downstairs and open the door. And this time my mom had traveled with my younger sister. It was just myself and one of my elder sister that was at home. And my house, like a duplex, was a duplex so big that if you're in a room upstairs down, you won't know what's going on downstairs, things like that. So I came down normally the way I come down, it was like 6:30 to 7. It was pretty early.
Right.
I was still in my nightwear. I was wearing a gown, my nightwear, and I heard the knock. Who is that? Pastor Biodun. I was, first of all, like, I couldn't say anything, like, what's this time? So early? But immediately I just opened the door. It just pushed me. He didn't say anything. He didn't utter any word. He just pushed me to one of the chairs in my living room, and I saw him like he was removing his belt. So I was like, what? He just said, keep quiet, do what I want you to do, and you'll be fine.
There isn't any like particular order of things that I want to talk about, but it's just something that I've really been thinking about lately. And I just felt like I should just talk about pastors in general. Being a Christian, like, it really pains me when you're already judging me, like, what is the day, like, they've come again. Do you get what I mean? Like, you already feel like, what do these ones have? Is it not Christians that their pastor was doing this? Is it not this one that their pastor told them to eat grass? You know, you already have those things in your mind, and then when you feel like you're proud of your faith and you want to talk about it, but you're also aware of the things that people believe about your faith, which is also really, really sad. And then I was, okay. So I was talking about this with my family and like just a bunch of friends, and I made mention of the fact that at some point in the interview, she said she was being raped by Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo, that she allowed it at some point, like she didn't fight. And so people use that as a way of saying, oh, it was consensual. And that really pained me because I really pressed PO. I know it's difficult to believe that a pastor would do that. It is difficult to believe, let's be honest. Like, it's not something that you want to hear. It's not. None of us want to hear that. He knows that one day these kids are going to see this interview. They're not just going to see the interview, they're going to look at their mom in a different light, because this is something that they will just be finding out. Why, oh why, do you believe that this woman will just come and place such allegations on such a popular personality when there's no truth in it? It doesn't make any sense. It's like you're shooting yourself in the foot, really. And also, there's one thing I mentioned about the interview. She did not conduct herself like somebody who was just doing this for clouds. Do you get what I mean? We know the kind of people, the kind of celebrities that will come and say, oh, this person did this to me, or I heard and saw that, blah blah blah. We know them. So if it was those type of people, we will know that, okay, let's hear from both sides before we can. But this is somebody that we don't really hear about. She doesn't make noise on Instagram. She does not make noise on the internet, full stop. How many times have you heard about Busola Dakolo or Timi Dakolo in the news about something controversial? Please, I'll wait. I'll wait, because it doesn't make any sense. And also, like, there's this element of brainwashing when it comes to, you know, when you look up to somebody and you believe that this person will never hurt me, this person will never do anything to, you know, put me in a situation where I'm in jeopardy or I'm damaged. Even in the moment when they are doing that thing to you, you will not feel like, you won't even believe it. You won't really understand what is going on. You'll be like, okay, maybe I'm the one that's thinking that this is bad. Maybe it's not bad. There's just a lot going on in your head. But based on the incidents of women coming out to say, oh, this happened to me, and at the same time, it probably happened more than once, more than twice, more than three. Do you think that they just really just enjoy somebody taking advantage of them and dehumanizing them and making them feel like objects? Do you really think that it was enjoyable? No. I'll just start off with like giving credit to Timi Dakolo being a celebrity. I mean, I guess by now they're both celebrities, but being okay with your wife coming out and saying her truth, knowing the shame and the stigma that comes with coming out and saying such personal, intimate information about yourself, but for a greater purpose. We have to give it to him. That one was just not, it's not something a typical Nigerian man will be caught dead doing, you know? I also watched Stella Damasos's take on the issue, and she was talking about how pastors, how victims of these things get brainwashed. First of all, like, they always start with brainwashing, because I don't think anybody in their sound mind would allow somebody to constantly take advantage of you to the point where you feel like you can't talk. You know, I really like to take this opportunity to like just encourage anybody who is going through anything that is like this and you feel like you can't speak, you feel like you can't say anything, you feel like your life is at risk. I just want to say that it's not worth your silence. You're important and you're valuable to the world. If you don't recognize it, it doesn't mean that it's not true. You're important, and without you the world would not be the same ever. And I'm just happy that people can feel now that they have the right to themselves, to their own bodies. I feel like Nigerian culture has a way of giving privileges that are not earned. I'm sorry, why is it that when this story came out, people who were not there, because as far as the story goes, there were only 2 people who were there when the incident was happening. You weren't there, but you feel like, oh, you know this person because you watch them on TV. Now you feel like you can predict their behavior. Or because they climbed the stage and they said this, now you feel like you can get into their head and understand their process, their thought processes. Somebody came out with so much to lose to share her truth, and the first thing you do is bash her. Nigerians always have a way of bashing the victim. The victim is already down. Why are you kicking somebody that is already down? Please, that's one thing I would just never understand about Nigerians. Do we even think? Do we have compassion? We've lost compassion for human beings. We've lost compassion for people. People are going through so much. And for you to have the boldness and the courage to come out and say, this is what I'm going through. And then you have people who just come on, like, and they just feel like they have opinions to say about your life that they've never been a part of. I think it's rather disrespectful. I also want to applaud Aka Nani. Like, people who are not afraid to say, I made a mistake, or they're not afraid to change their minds publicly. Personally, I don't know, I never knew Aka to be a COZA member. I never knew him to be anybody who came out and said, oh, this is my church, this is my ride or die church type of thing. Never. But I heard that, you know, he was, I'm not just a huge fan of Biodun Fatoyinbo, but he saw him as like his spiritual father, spiritual leader, and all of that. And for him to come out and be like, you know what, this is jacked up, and I'm no longer a member of this church. Like, that takes so much. Some people, I feel like some people will have just sat back and said nothing. Like, even if they decided that, okay, based on what is staring us in the face, it's true that this man is a rapist, but I can't come out and say, oh, I believe the allegation against somebody that I've always trusted and I've always believed in. And because you risk people saying, oh, you don't have a this discerning spirit, or you are not close enough to God because you couldn't decipher, you couldn't see through the physical that this man is sketchy. Excuse me. My sincere prayer today is that many more of these wolves in sheep clothing are discovered. I really expected like Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo to come out and give his own side of the story, because he hasn't said, like, I feel like, I'm sorry, this is just the CIA person in me. If somebody came out and said something about me, like a whole ass story with details, and it's all a lie, there's a way to be biting your body. Like, there's a way your spirit will just react and you just be mad. You'll be pissed off. Like, I'm sorry, if someone came out and said lies about me and I'm not a controversial person, and you've come out and you've come to say crap about me, there's a way my body will be biting me. Like, I'll be so mad that I won't know when I come out and put out a video and be like, what on earth are you talking about? Like, no shame, it never happened. But it took this man like all of, how many days did it take him to put out this statement? And it was in writing. Literally no information, literally no like, there was literally basically like no defense. He just said, you're going to get your lawyers, that these are false allegations. Like, okay, so what happened? Can you tell us? Because I've noticed that in Nigeria, people don't feel like, people in authority, they feel like they are not answerable to the people below them. You feel like you can just do as you like, oh, because you're a pastor, because you're wearing Gucci, or you drive a Rolls Royce. And I hope people that look up to him see the amount of disregard. That he doesn't feel like he owes you anything. Doesn't feel like he owes you an explanation, owes you a defense, doesn't owe you jack. And shout out to everyone who went on the protest. Yeah, y'all could have been at church, y'all could have been having a great ass, you know, Sunday with your friends, with your families, but you came out and you stood for what was right, you stood for what you believed in. But one other thing that really makes me sad about social media and trendy topics is that something just happened and everybody, oh my god, did you hear what happened? Yada 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 yada. Talking about the issue, and just give them all of 1 week. The issue has died down. No matter how serious, no matter how fatal, no matter, like, people die and we, oh my gosh, oh, tanker exploded, 50 people died.
oh, you're my shield. Oh, that's sad. Oh my God, these are people's children, these are people's family.
And then we just forget about them. Like they never existed. I know that like dwelling on these things will never bring back the dead or take hurt away. The fact that we forget things so quickly, it just shows how much you really care. I just pray that many other people, many other so-called pastors, spiritual leaders, whatever sector, whatever religion, God will just keep exposing them one by one, and people will just get more courage to say this person is a fake. Like how, I'm sorry, but I've thought about this for a couple of days now, and that's why I've just come here to just kind of document and share my thoughts, because I can only imagine how difficult it is to just go about your life like nothing happened, when the very person that has stolen your joy, stolen your happiness, the people's TV screens. Not only on people's TV screens, but you know that they are leading people astray. You see him flourishing, you see him doing so well, growing, church growing, bank accounts growing, and you're just there watching, and you know, like, it's not easy. It's not easy to come out, because you feel like, who the hell is going to believe you? Like, who is going to believe you? The church is growing mad crazily. Then you now come out and say, oh, they did this to me. Who is going to believe you? It's not easy. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. My makeup is just looking very, very one kind today, but we're just going to keep it pushing. Guys, have you thought about the fact that this is such a huge church? You can only imagine the number of churches, all those small ones that are just in the corner. How many of these things are happening? Like this is even like enlightened people that should supposedly know better, but are not doing better. How much more people that are uneducated and don't even know that they have, and women that are also uneducated that don't even know that they have a right to their body, or they know it's like, oh, my spiritual leader said I should do this, or my father has taken me to this place and he has said, oh, I need to do exactly what this man tells me to do. And I heard some people were saying that CAN needs to get involved. I believe so too. You say you're Christian Association of Nigeria, what did they call themselves? Then if that is so, this is a Christian problem. In fact, a Christian epidemic. People turn it to jokes, like even comedians. Like I feel like there's a line between what is funny and what is not. Like if it's fine, it's never happened to you, you might find it funny. Oh, haha, hee hee. Oh, pastor did this, blah blah blah. But if you're sitting in an audience at a comedy show and somebody is talking about something that you deal with every day, something that has stolen your joy, something that's stolen your peace, something that's stolen your drive, your self-esteem, and people are here haha hee heeing about it, it's not funny. It's not going to be funny to you. And I just feel like people need to be a little bit more sensitive about people and their experiences, because it's not like as if you're not aware that people who go through these things are human beings. We are all human beings. We've all been through crap in our lives. We just need to be more sensitive. We should all just stop being moved by what we see. The church is growing, but I don't know the source. Like, what is the content of your message? What is your message? You know, these things are important. Someone was saying the other day that for those who are saying that, oh, she's vindictive, Busola is vindictive, why did she come out now? This happened however long ago, and you never said anything. Like, what are you hoping to gain by saying it now? I'm not one to curse people, but someone once said, it's not me, somebody said it, that if you're one of those people saying that, they said, I hope it happens to you, it happens to your daughter. Because when it's them, it's okay. When it happens to me, when it hits home, that's when we are sensitive about the matter. That's when you are able to feel any type of sympathy, which is horrible. Like, that means you don't even care about other people. Because as long as it's not happening to you, like life goes on, like it's all good. It can keep happening to others. Oh, as long as it's not me, it's not my child, it's not my cousin. You guys will be thinking I'm going somewhere serious. So I'm not going anywhere serious because I'm going to say 10 minutes I've finished. But I just have to be extra like that. I just put a little bit of butter mascara and the wrap, I beg. This has been more like a rant than a talk. My thoughts are just like in no particular order. Like this has just been something that has been on my mind, and I just felt like I need to talk about it. Comment down below. I will definitely respond to them, because I mean this is a conversation that needs to be had. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. We do makeup here, we do hair here, we do some lifestyle, some little bit of every little thing. So support your girl. Subscribe, like this video, share this video, let me know your thoughts right down below, give it a like. And yes, while you're at it, come and watch some more videos. I have some other videos for you guys. Yeah, I'll be doing some more looks, some more makeup looks on my channel, because mainly it's been hair and it's mainly about hair, but we like makeup too, so why not? So yeah, let me go and fetch my wig and I'll be out of here. I don't even know if I don't want to wear a wig today, to be honest. Let me go get ready and then I'll show you guys the final look. But yeah guys, that is it for this video. This is the final look. This is how I am going out with my Ankara scarf, because not every day wig, sometimes too cornrows under your scarf. This has not been a very bubbly video. Just make it a safe place for your sisters, for your children, not just your young girls but your young boys as well. Make it a safe place for them to be able to open up and share their experiences. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, I'll definitely see you guys in my next one. And if you're not subscribed yet, this is your last chance. I'm going to wait for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.